A big thing with all this is going to be vision, right? We want to be looking as far up the road as possible because the hands follow the eyes. So when we're turning into the turn, I'm not looking at the bend in the road. I'm looking up the road because once I get the car to rotate in under the brakes, like that, there's nothing I can do, right? I need to be planning the path that the car is going to be traveling in the coming future, not reacting to where it currently is on the track. And that anticipation is really what gives you the confidence and forethought to really put the car where it needs to go, right? If you're reacting in the moment and not planning ahead, you're actually always going to be a little late because the car will have traveled down the track by the time you actually realize you need to make an adjustment. And that's why you start missing apexes. That's why you start missing brake zones, and you start having bigger errors. So, like even here going down the corkscrew, like I want to be looking down through the corkscrew as much as possible. Even if I'm on a smaller monitor or, like I'm on a widescreen, but let's say I'm on a smaller monitor, if you know the track well enough, you can start to visualize the elements that are in front of you before they arrive. And so you can begin to anticipate the track a bit more. Like think of it as like looking through a more narrow helmet visor where you can see less. The track is still in the same place and it still hasn't moved, but we need to be able to anticipate what's coming up so that we're able to properly put the car in the right position ahead of time and not worry about reacting too late. Also, if the car is out of shape, you'll know that because you were, anticipating it to be in a particular place in the racetrack. You're visualizing where it needs to go. And if the car's not facing that direction, when you actually arrive there, you need to make an adjustment, right? Sometimes you can't fix it in that lap. You'll need to fix it for the next lap. So don't try to, fix a fuck up. If the car really gets out of shape, don't try to fix it too badly. Like just get through the turn. Don't worry about it. Make a mental note of what you need to adjust and fix it the next lap. But that time is already gone. So, we want to be looking ahead to the next turn, not worrying about what's behind us. So anticipation. Like these laps are going to be mostly about anticipating what's coming up. That's 99% of racing is anticipating what's going to come up and then responding as necessary.